Hello my dear crafters. So today I bring you my last video for my Easter 2024 series, and I usually try to bring as my last the easiest one because it's like a last minute thing. Christmas is, oh not Christmas, Easter is around the corner, and I'm sure you're trying to find something quick to make with your kids and for your kids or for your neighbors and stuff. So here is what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you this die on how to put this beautiful topper here, the bag topper. Then I will teach you how to, close it. And I really want you to stay because there is see that there's no stapler here, and you might be asking, how on earth does he do that? So both are really stuck in place, no stapler, and there's no glue to the plastic either. So that's a tip that I'm going to share with you that's going to make a difference in your crafts from now on, especially if you do things like this and you don't want to ruin it by stapling your topper and then it's going to show. So it doesn't show, but it's absolutely firm in place. So that's a tip that I'll share with you next. First, we're going to look at the die and how to put this topper together, especially these two options here with the stuff or not. And then I will show you my tip on how to put it together, okay? Thank you so much for being here, and let's move to the tutorial. So first, let's put this together and I'll show you how to use this die. The die looks like this. You have the topper here and it's just in one go, which is very practical. You just cut the top. This is the detail for the handle if you want to add a detail, and then the two words, the sweet and stuff. So very easy, very affordable. And I'll have the link below. I already put it through my machine, and what I love about this, let me show you in white because it's easier to see, is that it has this stitching out right here like an outline, which makes it very easy to position the word. See, because you just need to follow this, especially the T here. If you do the T right, all the rest will be right. Because I've done it wrong. So I have two stuffs here. I'm going to just glue them together because this paper is kind of too thin for me. You don't need to, but I like to do that sometimes just to make it sturdier. So you don't have to, but if you want it to pop, for example, you can do the big one too, the sweet. So I just kind of stack it like this, and because I use liquid glue, it gives me wiggle room to just press it to the right place. There you go. You want this to be seamless. You don't want to see the underneath. Okay, there you go. It's good. Just gonna press it with my hands. So the stuff is ready. So all you need to do is, let me zoom in. There you go, very close now. So you just need to actually glue this. And as I showed you, because it has that stitching, it makes it very, very easy to know where. This is a great die to have because sweet can be for Christmas. It doesn't have to be just Easter because it's not just Easter related, right? This is great for Valentine's, for example. So it's one of those dies that you will be using all year long. And that's the kind of die that I buy, guys. I don't buy not many dies that you can just use for this occasion or for that occasion. It's just Christmas or it's just that. I really like to buy things that I can use different times of the year. So just making sure, because as you know, gold paper is the hardest paper to glue. It's kind of slippery. So let's do the handle. I'm gonna add handle here. Yeah, so there you go. Just position it. And like that. Yep. Telling you, gold paper is the worst. But I love gold, so just have to press it a little longer than usual. And then we're going to fill up our bag and make a child really happy. I have some neighbors, and every time I make things for kids, I always keep it for them and I give it to their mom. So here, let me show you. This bump here, you might look at it and you go, why does it have this bump? It's for the stuff. Again, because it goes right here, see? Perfectly. So if you don't want it, you can just cut it off or just leave it as is. I just leave it as is. I don't usually cut anything off. Nobody, you know, some things us crafters, we notice and people will never notice. And especially when we make a boo-boo, huh? It's always see. But believe me, 99.9% of the times, and you just put it right here where these bumps are. And if you align these bumps, the rest will be aligned. So there you go, my stuff. Maybe I should have used black, huh? But it's good. It's just to show you how to work with this die, because I think it helps when we know. And here we are. We have our beautiful topper. All we need to do now is add it to our goodies, bag of goodies. So let's do that. Okay, so now that you have learned how to put this together, I'm not using the one we made together because I really wanted to use this one. I love it, and you can see how the whole die comes together with the handle, the sweet stuff right here. So basically what you need is a plastic bag, and I always use these self-sealing ones because if you make a mistake you can always open, and they don't have to destroy the bag either. They can just open from the bottom. So this one is 4 by 6, okay, just so you know. And I'll have the link below as usual. All the links will be below. So basically this is very easy to make. It's just putting this together, since that you already know how to do the top. But I do have an extra tip for you that I'm sure you have struggled with this in the past, and you'll see why I have this little tiny paper here, and you see how it makes sense. So basically I always use something to just give it some more color. Here I use this, I don't know, it's kind of a ribbon, a curly ribbon here, but with this one I'm using just a basic paper shred, but it's really helpful to add some interest and some texture and color as well. So I use that, and then with this one, instead of using just the eggs, we're going to do some of these Hershey Kisses. So fill it up with your sweets, because that's what the bagger topper says, and then I'll add some more and add some more sweets until you think it's enough. So I think that's good. I'm gonna add some more sweets. Good enough. One more. There you go. So we are done, and we are going to seal it. I am going, I think, to this one, I'm going to add one of these, because you can really add anything. I'm going to add one of these little bunnies because it's cute and it matches. So there you go. We're going to close the bag, and then I'll show you what to do with that paper. I'm sure this is going to solve a problem that you've had in the past, and me too. And I finally came up with an idea of how to deal with that. So we're going to close it. And always remember that the closed part's going to be at the bottom. You don't want to put the topper here, because if you want to open, then you're going to have to destroy it. So I always leave the top for this. And here's the tip that I have for you on how to use. You're going to get a piece of paper. This one is actually a little bit too thick. It doesn't need to be this thick or this wide. I'm going to just cut a little bit, and I'll show you how to use that. I'm gonna cut it. Basically, you're going to fold this in half. Just so you know, this is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So just, but it will depend on the size of your. It's just the tip that really matters, not the size of the paper, because it will depend on the bag. So you just kind of fold it in half, and once you've done that, this is actually, because look at this, I have a beautiful top here, and if I use my staple, it's going to ruin it. I don't want a staple here and a staple here at all. So when you have a topper that is nice like this, here's what you do. You just get a piece of paper, any piece of paper here, and that's you place it right in the middle here. There you go, where you want it to be. You're going to staple it. You can do it twice, but once is enough. Just make sure that it's in place. And then you are going to glue this to this piece of paper because your topper will be perfectly here. Beautiful. Nobody will see the paper inside, and you don't have to staple your topper. So here's what I do. I add a lot of glue here and a lot of glue on the other side. Make sure you have enough glue here because you really want the topper to be glued to this. So we're gonna go in, go down, make sure that it's aligned. Here it is. And then you press it and just hold it until it's glued to the paper. So how cool is that? I am sure that if you do a lot of these and you buy these beautiful toppers, then you come with your stapler and you go, oh no, I'm going to ruin it. So you don't have to. Ruin the paper underneath, okay? So there you go. Hold it and really press it hard because you want to make sure that you can hold it by the handle. It's glued, it's secure in place, but you still see the beautiful topper. So how cool is that? I finally came up with a solution to my problem. So there you are. This is the last one for my series, my Easter 2024. I hope you enjoyed it, and guys, please do leave a comment. I love to know which ones were your favorite in all my series, Valentine's, Christmas, whatever, because it really helps me know what you like. And if I know what you like, then I'll bring you what you want. So please do comment below your two favorite, number 1 and number 2, okay, of my series, so I will know what to work, harder on and bring you some more options of your favorite in the future. So I hope you enjoyed my series. Have fun with your kids. That's what Easter is all about. And you have a great, great, wonderful Easter.